Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with the host, Imperial Dane, featuring today a 1 vs 1 on Semois again. Yes, I know. I've been trying to find a good replay, but something went wrong and with another one, so I had to redo. Well, not really the best I can find currently is Semois. Yes, and I've been out, traveling, only got back today. So again, I do hope you can sort of forgive this slight breach. We are going to be seeing IronRoman fighting as the Americans this time around, not as the British. We are seeing what could be looking like a free engineer start up from the Hetzersgonnahetz. Romanum. Oh dear, Latin grammar never was my strength. But he is nonetheless here fighting for the 4th Armored Division, somewhere out in the Lorraine alsace region. Opposing him shall be Hetzersgonnahetz of the 21st Panzer Division. Panzergrenadiere are on the way. Gewehr 43 is being equipped. Men moving out. Points being secured. Sort of usual stuff. No question is, of course, will Hetzersgonnahetz be trying something? And of course, how shall the IronRoman play with the Americans? Who knows? Well, I do, but I'm not going to tell because that would sort of ruin everything. Panzergrenadiers are moving out though. Vorwärts now, all quiet here. Looks like they might be focusing pretty heavily on the east. What could they be planning? And the IronRoman is firing off this area. He seems to be doing a pretty extensive job, though. That is because Kettenkrauts can actually take points from a larger bits away, so he actually needs to have the barbed wire at an even farther range, so the Kettenkraut just can't quite reach it. But he is continuing to take points. In the meanwhile, we are seeing the first rifleman squad out. And looks like Hetzersgonnahetz is gonna strike with his Panzergrenadiere. It looks like IronRoman has raised a small iron fortification of barbed wire, but I fear it shall not be enough to withstand the charge of the Panzergrenadiers. Additional Panzergrenadiers are moving eastwards. We are seeing further on the way. Soon 4 Panzergrenadier squads. Engineers are coming under fire, suffering under Gewehr 43 and Kar 98K fire. Oh goodness gracious, and there we go, a full retreat going for the fuel points from pretty early on harassment, and that's absolutely no response from force from IronRoman, who's instead continuing up westwards. Perhaps ignoring this a bit, perhaps figuring I can just harass Hetzersgonnahetz in return. Clearly Hetzersgonnahetz is not strong in English though. And well, it can't cap through it if it's, far wide enough, which is what he was trying here.
We are losing ground.
I suppose in essence, though, he might have a point otherwise. Because he certainly had Panzergrenadiers there before it was finished. Anyways, there we go. Americans are going in, repeating the trick, and they can do it much faster, of course, because riflemen do have much higher capping ability compared to Panzergrenadiers. 5 squads out for Hetzersgonnahetz. Point here secured. And then, of course, he should run away and do some damage elsewhere. Kettenkraut moving in. Panzergrenadiers firing away at the riflemen. Not all actually have joined in. Kettenkraut hoping to perhaps annoy the riflemen. There we go. Full retreat from IronRoman. Usually, I'd recommend, doing something else for the Panzergrenadiers instead of having them here. We are seeing a push by IronRoman. 2 rifleman squads and engineer squad. This could end badly for either. Engineers quickly getting focused down. But at the same time, it does allow the riflemen to get close. And 1 Panzergrenadier squad already lost one man. Others not doing too bloody well either. Riflemen are getting punished severely for their Americanness. Heavy losses in that squad, but the Panzergrenadiers themselves are not doing well. They have to retreat, Hetzers. Rückzugmänner, and of course, to their position, they are actually taking that path because it's the shortest.
Attention, the enemy
and yes, that's not exactly a secret. If you're standing right about there and then press retreat, they will run that path. No, it's not them that went full retard. It's you that just bloody well forgot how this map works, mate. Don't blame your troops for your own mistakes. They expect you, their commanding officer, to think out such things, then ensure they don't get themselves killed.
Supply lines are broken.
But we are seeing a Panzer command up. Clearly, Hetzersgonnahetz is going to hit him with some armored cars. The leichte Panzerspähwagen, which was later sort of switched out. Partly because four wheels isn't really good for reconnaissance vehicles, since that's not really good for off-road movements. They later went for a sort of infantry half-track based reconnaissance vehicle, essentially the light infantry half-track used by the Panzer here, and equipped it with a turret, and that was essentially their armoured car, which did work better off-road. So fun little fact there. And of course the heavy armoured car, the Schwerer, that which also becomes the Puma, does have a lot more wheels, and so doesn't quite suffer the same in rough terrain. Points are being secured down here though. Engineers laying down more wire. Looks a bit peculiar. Troops reinforcing, moving out. The IronRoman, the Roman of Iron, secures most of the map in the name of Uncle Sam, Liberty and Apple Pie. Meanwhile, these flamethrower engineers are coming under fire from the Panzergrenadiers, scorching a few of the Panzergrenadiers before making a swift retreat themselves. And we are going to be seeing an armoured car soon. In fact, two are on the way. Will there be any assault rifles? Kein Sturmgewehr. And there we go, the first German armoured car arrives on the field to assist the 21st Panzer Division. In the meanwhile, Panzergrenadiers are moving in. Riflemen are securing points, in fact, forcing away Hetzersgonnahetz and the 21st Panzer Division pretty severely for most of their points. This is not looking good for the Panzer Lead already.
We are losing a sector.
Though hopefully the armoured car can turn things around. Again, this was a huge blow, and we are seeing IronRoman doing his best to catch up with an observation post. No, he cancelled it. IronRoman cancelled it. He cancelled it. Cancelled it. And we are seeing a motor pool going up, and a response probably to this German armoured car rifle getting pushed back. As IronRoman realises he needs to get a motor pool up and get some armoured cars out as soon as possible. German forces here do force away the Americans. A rather large trail of Americans running. No mines here. Second armoured car ready. Kampfgruppe Company upgrade on the way. Engineers getting run off. The armoured car shooting at them very, very meanly. And there we go. Hetzersgonnahetz securing the map. Let's just speed this up a bit. Engineer squad went down. And he even crushed the barbed wire. Hetzersgonnahetz, you bastard. You crushed the wire. How could you? And after all that work IronRoman put into it. Probably going to make him cry. Hope you'll apologise to him next time you see him. That's just not proper. Points are being secured though, and the Americans are charging in though again. Two armor cars can be a bit nasty. Kettenkrad was lost, and in return he didn't kill a single American. Looks like he might be attempting some teller mines. Some pretty heavy anti-tank mines already here. More mines going down from IronRoman. That's great to see some actual mining. Some barbed wire, some sandbags, some tank traps would also work well, Mr. IronRoman or Ferus Romanus. Another attempt at a telemine, but again ruined by those dastardly Americans. And of course this means that Hetzersgonnahetz is actually going for the doctrine which contains the Hetzers. My goodness, his name is a hint to what to expect. Though not quite as much as with IronRoman, since there are no Romans in this game. Certainly none of iron. But we are seeing tank buster squads out on the field. Not necessarily the best method for dealing with armored cars. The Panzerschreck, and what is this? An anti-tank gun. Lots of American engineers moving out, and the two armored cars are just hammering away with the autocannons. 20mm of death, blasting away, tearing through the Americans, tearing stomachs open, dislocating shoulders. No, probably going to do more than just dislocate a shoulder. Likely to actually tear off the shoulder and leave you with a stump in your other hand, if that's not also been blown off as well. And there we go. We are seeing a T-17 armored car. IronRoman, known for spamming stag hounds, is apparently also going for T-17s. the Americans didn't really use the T-17 themselves. They used it a bit, I think, in North Africa, sort of experimenting with it, where it was the Brits that rather rarely used it for their own purposes. And the Brits actually had an awful lot of armoured cars. They had the Humber, amongst other things. And some others I can't actually remember the name of right now. But they actually had a lot of armoured cars, again, I repeat, a lot. Armoured cars are running into problems with the T-17. We are seeing a telemine down here on the road, and Romanus has absolutely no minesweepers, it would look like, despite having probably seen Hetzersgonnahetz lay down a telemine here and there. He has not actually bothered with anything. He's arriving and lining up there, and if this T-17 runs into it, this could lead to a huge explosion. I mean, the telemine is an awful lot of explosives. It does only go off when everything heavy enough triggers it, in this case armoured cars and such. But when it does lead to a huge blast, and some players actually try to sort of detonate them when there's a lot of infantry by. And I mean, I've had several infantry squads stand on a telemine, a mortar or something like that, set it off, and then a lot of infantry was dead. So I mean, a telemine is something incredibly nasty. 2 tank buster squads moving in, and could the T-17 be moving in? Oh my goodness! 6 riflemen died. The T-7... No, wait. There were actually 8 men who died there. And the T-17 down now to a Panzerjäger because his engine was damaged. Oh my goodness. The carnage and all 50 munitions by 1 mine. And we are seeing a medic station up by IronRoman though. That's great. Wunderbar even, except he's not German. But oh my goodness. The cemetery just got absolutely shattered right there. A telemine blowing everything up. Plus, of course, leaving all the bystanders a bit dead as well. And Hetzersgonnahetz is now completely failing to actually push onwards, although, of course, he might be worried about anti-tank guns and thus pushing up. He's got a lot of Panzerjägers, but not really a lot of anti-infantry weapons, you know, not a lot of stuff to go shoot them with. Some assault rifles would be a good move at this stage. And the mortar half-track is moving up. The German light infantry half-track had a few variants. It didn't have a sort of Pack 40, but it did have the Stummel, that is the sort of more short infantry gun mounted on it. Had AA guns, mortars, fun stuff like that. Oh, that's a telemine, not an American mine. Otherwise, that T-17 or that armor car would have been playing with danger. Second T-17 arriving for IronRoman and immediately gets its engine damaged by a mortar round. That's just poor luck. Or sabotage. And as of course IronRoman isn't working for the enemy.
They're going
in for some points in the north. A bit of quiet as IronRoman is pulling back. He doesn't quite have anything that can sort of take on their vicious mortar half-track. Meanwhile, we are seeing tank busters moving in, trying to hunt down any sort of silly American armored cars. The question, of course, becomes, what does Hetzersgonnahetz plan? T-17 opening up. Ooh, doesn't quite hit. Panzerjägers are flying. Medic station could be lost. Something could be lost. As Panzerjägers are now in the market square. Mortar moving up. Armored cars, Panzergrenadiers. Panzergrenadiers themselves actually taking losses. The T-17 actually killing a bit. Riflemen killing a bit. Oh, the cover's been blown away. But now we are seeing the mortar half-track on the scene. Incendiary. Oh my goodness, he got the engineers repairing the T-17, damaging the engine again. Oh, the poor... Oh, he got more engineers. And an anti-tank gunner. Pull back, IronRoman. Don't want to lose your men to that. Getting crowd ready. And we are seeing defensive operations up, thus assisting in actually making them a lot tougher in the longer run. More mortar rounds damaging the anti-tank gun crew, but they shrug it off mostly. Except this. Oh, and the engine gets damaged again. Oh, what rotten luck. And whoops. Might have pressed of something on my screen.
We're losing a munitions point.
That's always fun. If I could turn it off.
They're taking one of our points. Our Supplies are in.
Hang on. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, the screen wouldn't let me turn it off again, but apparently it's not going to affect you. Armor Doctrine is up, though, in response from IronRoman, taking on the Tank Destroyer Doctrine with tanks. That's called balls, ladies and gentlemen. Or insanity, I'm not entirely sure. Field repairs, though, up. BARs are up, but the riflemen are not really in a condition to use it. Medic station gone. Panzerx hammering that poor T-17 again, although thankfully its engine has not been wrecked yet. We also seeing an attempt by IronRoman to hit the fuel point up there. Very cheeky. But we are rather seeing Hetzersgonnahetz being hetzed on all sides. He needs to push back properly. He needs to do some damage. He needs to force back IronRoman and the 4th Armoured with his 21st Panzer Division troops. We are seeing additional tiller mines going down. We are seeing the mortar half-track watching through the cemetery gates. Rifleman forced away there. He might want to consider getting an additional Kettenkrad. I mean, usually, in fact, that's what I do once I've had a certain amount of territory. If I don't do it alone, I usually get a second Kettenkrad to thus speed up territorial capture and harassment. I mean, usually, again, if you're rather lacking in territory, otherwise you have the advantage, you know, get another Kettenkrad, take some territory. Quickly, man. Quickly. Schnell, Kartoffelkopf. More mines going off, though. Oh, lots of mines being spotted right there. Bit of a shame there for IronRoman. But he is going to need that armoured car repaired. Americans pushing through here. Mortar half-tech not achieving much. Let's speed this up a wee bit. Oh, there's that armoured car going to suffer another hit. We are seeing assault rifles ready. Mortar rounds seem to be missing it by pure miraculous influence from above. Panzers still need to get out of there. Goodness gracious. And that mortar half-tech also needs to retreat. Taking... Oh, it got stunned by a white phosphorus round. Completely messing up things for the crew. Panzerwreck troops getting up. They managed to get one rifleman, but the mortar half-tech's going to go down. Hetzer has arrived. The Hetzer has arrived. Moving forwards, didn't actually really fight in Lorraine. I mean, for the Western Front, they only really arrived by the time of the Ardennes. On the Eastern Front, they have been there since about Normandy. By the time of Normandy, that's June, April, May, I think, even. And largely did see most, action on the Eastern Front, whereas the Jagdpanzer actually saw most action on the Western Front, and only in fact saw action on the Eastern Front from February on. Hetzers were not usually a part of Panzer divisions, though. They were usually only given to infantry divisions. In fact, Volkskrone divisions had usually their own little platoon or company of Hetzers to assist them. And Grenadier divisions who might have also seen some, and I believe also some Gebirgsjägers possibly. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Otherwise, they would usually operate in independent anti-tank battalions or tank hunter battalions to sort of support where we're needed. They're usually finding support of infantry, although I suppose some could have fought supporting armor, who knows. But I mean, usually again, they were either organically part of an infantry unit or they would serve in their own anti-tank units. But again, no one saying the 21st didn't get received, but again, they didn't serve by this stage. And again, sorry for all these history lesson getting on, but I mean, the Hetzer was quite an effective little vehicle. A lot of them were produced in that last year of the war, several thousands. They were quite effective. In fact, there was one combat report where one company of Hetzers knocked out numerous tanks, including a few IS-2s, and the Hetzers did not suffer a single loss. So yeah, had 60mm of decently sloped armor. Not sure what that would actually equate to. In terms of sheer armor protection, still would have done alright, I suppose. Panzergun is getting forced away by rifling up here in the north. I suspect we might have another mortar half-track up. Bergeti could perhaps help. Hetzers planting cover. Panzergun is pushing up. Anti-tank gun slowly running away. Engineer down. And let us go look at Hetzersgonnahetz. We are seeing a tank depot going up for IronRoman. Sturmgewehr firing away at some of these riflemen in good heavy cover. That's the trick. IronRoman, assault rifles moving in, clearing out the engineers, but they themselves out in the open now. And the T-17, now Veterans 1, by the way, which gives it quite a health bonus. In fact, I believe a Veterans 1 T-17 will have more health than an upgraded Greyhound. So it will be tougher, but it can't, lay down Greyhound mines, nor will it give a 50 cal machine gun on the top. Rifleman running into a problem with the Hetzer. Originally designed as an assault gun, Guderian brought it in so you can actually sort of use it as a tank destroyer, or at least call it a tank destroyer, so you can actually use it himself, because the thing was, when he was the Panzer Inspector General, he didn't have control of assault guns. That was sort of, again, the sort of thing with Hitler liking to sort of have competition between the different branches, and for some reason he let that slip, which of course meant that Guderian couldn't really control the Stuks. He could sort of, hope he would get some, but overall his influence on that scenario wasn't really great, which rather meant that he had to use something like Hetzers to sort of organically put into infantry units as such, although again Stuks were used occasionally as replacements. Again, he couldn't, fully designate it. And yes, again, sorry for the longer explanation, but hope you like it. But a lot of fun facts about that little thing. They were also made some sort of assault guns, like the Stu with 150mm infantry gun. Some had flamethrowers, and they even tried to sort of make a APC out of it, although that never really left the prototype stage. Still, again, lots of fun stuff. Mortar rounds landing here. Oh, damaging the engine again! Just no luck for IronRoman. Panzer pushing on. Dual pantry. Oh, it misses! Running into the building right in front of a flamethrower. Hetzersgonnahetz, what are you doing, man? And grenades! Granate! The market square has been utterly decimated. It has been leveled. There shall be no more selling of onions, cabbages, or whatever could be sold. Armored cars here tearing through the riflemen down south, while the center is tenuously held. Hetzers could move a bit forward. Also note, its light machine gun there mounted on the top was actually remotely controlled. Only that and the Stuk 3G actually had remotely controlled MGs. A fun little fact there. Panzers are getting pushed back though. More moving in with more assault rifles. And we are seeing a grenade going off. Panzer's getting pushed back, and we are seeing IronRoman pulling back his infantry as well. Craning enough, it looks like we might be seeing a second Hetzer very soon. Ein anderes Hetzer. No, he's not going for a second Hetzer. What is he going for, this Hetzering Hetzer? Rifle moving up, a bit unsupported, not even a T-17 with an undamaged engine. Ken Crowd here is in trouble. And we are seeing numerous armored cars moving in. The anti-tank gun getting flanked. Panzer is moving in as well. American armored car moving in. Hetzer could be moving in as well. What is happening down here? Anti-tank gun getting pushed back by Panzer Grenadiers. Rifleman moving in to assist. No response from there. Still no Hetzer getting called in. 800 manpower being floated. What are you doing, Hetzers? What are you doing? Panzer Grenadiers in trouble. Getting outnumbered, although they are tearing through the engineers a bit, and riflemen. Grenade killing 2 Panzer Grenadiers. Several riflemen getting slaughtered. Hetzer now moving in without support. That's dangerous. This T-17 could also go down if not careful. Armored cars are rhyming. Panzer. Oh, nice hit on the T-17, but it's still not down. Riflemen getting slaughtered. Assault rifle grenadiers moving up, tearing through the riflemen. And they're going to perhaps try and sticky bomb the Hetzer. Almost 1,000 manpower being floated. Don't do it, Hetzers. Don't do it. Absolute carnage. IronRoman's infantry has been absolutely decimated. Heavy losses left and right. More veterancy for the troops of Hetzersgonnahetz. 1,000 manpower floated. Just call in another Hetzer something. And a rifleman squad is dead. A BAR left behind, and I don't think Hetzersgonnahetz has something that can pick it up. Panzer goes down. Oh dear, he lost the T-17. A Sherman has arrived in his stead though, lit up by the flames of his former comrade anti-tank and cleared out. Panzer Grenadiers on the retreat. Come on, call in some resources. Again, floating manpower is bad. Schlecht, nicht gut. 50 caliber lets loose with a 75mm gun as well. Panzer grenade down. Come on, spend some resources. Don't float. Never float unless you specifically know what to do with it. Sherman moving up. Rifleman reinforcing. IronRoman has certainly taken a blow right there. Sherman versus the Hetzer. Come on, Hetzer. Yeah, we go. He should have called it in much earlier, though. And much earlier. Otherwise, in fact, he could probably hold this area with two Sherman Hetzers to sort of deal with everything like that, even the infantry. Sherman pulling back. He's actually equipped it with the flail. Interesting. The mine flail. Not the mind flail. Light engagement right here. What are you doing, Hetzers? Push! Vorwärts, Männer! Schnell! Nach die Feind. Mortar rounds keep falling on the unfortunate riflemen, giving them some quite severe headaches. Hetzers doing nothing. Come on, Hetzers, you can do something. You can be somebody. Grenadiers getting locked, not quite hitting much there. Riflemen getting pushed back. Mortar rounds hitting a Panzer Grenadier. 4 barracks up for precision, at least for the 21st Panzer Division. Kettenkrad doing nothing. Come on, and we are seeing a Panzer support command upgrade completed. He might going for Panthers, but still push on. Push on, Hetzers. You can't just sit back like that. In fact, now his Sherman is moving elsewhere. He does have the dual Panzerweg upgrade now. Come on, move it, do something, react, man. You have the advantage. Don't give it back to IronRoman. You're way too slow, way too ponderous in getting anything done. Sherman getting absolutely overrun. Veterans you won already. Come on, push in the Hetzers. Armor cars moving in to perhaps ensure the anti-tank gun does not recruit. Sherman taking heavy damage. Just move in the Hetzers. Move them in. Armor car with dual defensive veterans. Come on, forwards. Don't throw it all away. Riflemen taking heavy losses as they're trying to recruit the anti-tank guns. Full loss. Sherman barely there. Come on, move in the Hetzers. Move them in. Schnell, schnell. Kartoffelkopf. Instead, he's bothering clearing up the anti-tank and focus the Sherman. The anti-tank guns aren't going to move anywhere. The Sherman is. Oh, you absolute clockwinder. I mean, really. I weren't expecting you to take Moscow. Just focus on the right unit priorities, man. Shoot the thing that could get away, not the thing that's not going anywhere. Pershing has arrived, though, to really make things difficult for the 21st of 4th now, perhaps having a small chance of making a return. What with a Pershing? And a Panzer Grenadier squad, a Panzerweg, in fact, left down. Rifleman dead. Oh, so bloody. The Hetzers are moving in, but they can't really do much against the Pershing unless, of course, they hit the rear. Panzerweg troops are suffering heavy losses. Being pushed back, Panzerweg left behind. Hetzers are going to have to pull back as well. He might consider getting some martyrs. 2 martyrs can do excellently against a Pershing. Armored car lost. 21st Panzer Division has absolutely lost steam. Mortar is pulling out, but I don't think it's going to do much. Oh, the carnage. And again, I do think this is absolutely on Hetzersgonnahetz's own head. He absolutely missed a vital chance there to get back at his opponent. Instead, he simply couldn't get his act together. I mean, heaven's sake.
We have 300 points left.
Speeding things up a bit. My apologies, is going to be a bit dull, you know, but we try. Sometimes we just have to work with what we have, not what we wish we have. As I have to say so many times. Troops pushing in. And there we go, 4 Panzerwegs. Offensive edge. Oh, 2 already down. Mortar rounds falling. This is not looking good. Hetzers moving up as well. Another Sherman has arrived to add its fire to this pit of fun. And of course, since he's gone for dual Panzerjacks, he's going to be quite a bit off from getting a Yak Panther. He might need a Yak Panther. Hetzers getting badly damaged by the Pershing. Field repairs up. This is not looking good for Hetzersgonnahetz. Heads are down. I repeat, heads are down. Second heads up in flames. Rifleman losing a minor fight. Oh, here, no, they actually managed to suppress the punch gunners, but this is a... Oh, he got Panthers, but it was simply too late. Way too late, you know. And why did he push the attack if he would get Panthers? Oh, he should have waited. He should have waited. Instead, now he's getting one sticky bombed. Again, it doesn't seem like timing and priorities are Hetzersgonnahetz strong suit. Mortar half-track running in. And back to the action. Sherman's pushing on. Mortar half-track lost again. Oh, Hetzersgonnahetz, protect your mortar half-tracks. Tank destroyers now arriving as well. Fourth armor making things miserable for the 21st. Kettenkrad enjoying a picnic? I'm not sure. Panther's going to need repairs. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. Troops waiting here. Panthers moving. Second one though moving noticeably slower. What with the damaged engine and all.
Mechanized have their orders. They will now take
Anti-tank guns pulling up.
losing ground out there.
Will there be Hetzers? Will there be Yak Panthers? Will there be Martyrs? What will there be? Come on. A decent armored force by IronRoman. Kettenkrad running into a bit of problem. Yes, this episode will be a bit short, but again, I should hopefully be able to make it up tomorrow. What with 2 episodes, 1 regular and 1 Eastern Front mod. Ooh, Rifleman here going to get one very nasty surprise, which will leave IronRoman with only 1 infantry squad. In fact, that's a bit painful. But looks like he is making the move. Tank destroys Shermans and Pershings. Oh my! Getting some rifleman squads out. And speeding things up again. Come on. 50 caliber on the Hellcat as well. That's going to be really nice against infantry. Oh dear! Don't expose the rear! Don't expose the rear! Panzer's moving up. Lots of Panzerjacks. That's about 6 in the fact. Perhaps not, some have been lost. And back to the action, hoping Frapp survives for a bit longer. Heavy anti-tank on fire, heavy Panzerject fire. Pershing is not in a good condition. Though Panthers also taking a beating. 50 caliber machine gun raking all the Panzers, in fact suppressing some pretty quickly. And we are in fact seeing them pushing on, we're trying to squish them. And we are seeing a full retreat of all of Hetzersgonnahetz. Panzergonnahetz the 21st, suffering a bit of a loss there. 1 Pershing down, Panzergonnahetz down, Hellcat down. And those chaps actually got murdered right there by a 50 caliber. There are 2 Panthers left, although 1 is in the sort of condition that is very likely to go kaboom any moment soon. Oh, come on, Frapps. Trying again, just seeing if we can hold up for a few more minutes, please, Frapps. Don't be a naughty recorder program. God damn it. Right, there we go. For now. Shank's pushing on, and there we go. We are seeing the we are seeing him trying to take out the forward barracks. Come on, Frapps, be nice, just for a few more minutes. Please, I implore you, Frapps.
Our war machine is raring to go.
Forward barracks down, that's going to be a blow to Hetzersgonnahetz. Anti-tank gun firing, Sherman's firing, Panther taking damage. We are seeing the Panzerject troops moving up. And there we go. Panzers taking some nasty losses. Panzers are flying though. Sherman taking heavy damage. And we are seeing a grenade. Heavy losses for the Panzers. 3 squads of Panzers just went down. All with Panzerschrecks. Only a few Panthers are left. Small desperate push, and we could be seeing a sticky bomb on one of those Panthers. Armor car almost gone. In fact, down. Sticky bomb on the Panther. Immobilized. And we should be seeing a Pershing any moment. Another Panther moving in for the hunt. Veteran 2 on 1 Panther. Pershing moves up. Moves down. Never mind. And there we go. GG. A game over. Loss for the 21st Panzer Division in the face of the 4th Armored. And I do apologize for all the problems with fraps. I'm not entirely sure what went wrong for it today. But there you go. GG. And what are lessons from this? I mean, again, aggression. You know, proper unit coordination. Priorities. He could definitely got one Sherman much earlier had he pushed onwards with his Hetzers. Also, you know, the mortar preservation wasn't too strong either, and I think IronRoman could have done better with more mines and barbed wire and some tank traps himself. Although the use of tiller mines in one case definitely paid off huge dividends towards Hetzersgonnahetz. I also think he might have wanted to go for a single martyr to deal with the Pershing, or perhaps gone straight for the Yak Panther, and also again, you know, coordinating the Panther and the Hetzer at the same time. But there you go. Do hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, why not subscribe and tell your friends, and if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.